CANSuffer to Conquer 2015, sponsored by InfoSat. We have a really special guest here today. She's actually part of the 1AIM team. And sorry, I'm a little bit tired and a little bit emotional. Okay, my name is Cindy, and Cindy is an absolute warrior. The reason why we do what we do up here is because I firmly believe that, well, first of all, people think we're insane for riding for 24 hours. I think it is a little bit insane if you talk to me. However, if it provides inspiration for just one person, if it provides that opportunity for one person to get on a bike, change their lives, or just come down, as Cindy will tell her story, come down here, come across this event, and make a positive impact on someone, then I think we've done our job. Yeah. I also believe that Mike and I choose to do this. So do the people that are riding for 12 hours today too, and Jeremy. We choose to suffer. People that are affected by cancer and their families, they don't choose. It can affect anyone, and to be honest, what we do up here is fairly insignificant compared to what they go through. So without any further ado, here is Cindy, and she's going to tell her story. And she is truly an inspirational person. So I hope everyone that's up here can stay and listen to Cindy's story.
March 24th, 2014. Maybe I shouldn't go to the mall unattended. No, I didn't go crazy on retail therapy. But I did leave blubbering like a baby. No, not because anyone stared, or pointed, or threw stones. Because I was humbled. Sorry. I walked in the mall, and the first thing I see is a bunch of stationary bikes, and people going like crazy on them. I wondered if it was some kind of fitness challenge, or maybe a new gym or spin class advertising. Then I caught the word cancer. Better yet, ride to end cancer. Immediate lump in my throat. At first it felt like my guardian angel's way to calm the nervousness of my first solo trip to the mall as Cindo the Bald, or Cindo the Sick. I watched for a few minutes from up above, suddenly completely comfortable in my own skin. Now if anyone looked at me, I kind of thought it might be more in solidarity than freakishness. I carried on and went shopping. I even managed to forget I was bald in my shopping glory. On my way out, I grabbed a snack and decided to sit by the bikers. At least I wouldn't look strange there. People might even assume I had a loved one participating. And that's when it happened. As I was watching these complete strangers bike their hearts out to raise money for a disease I am battling, I thought, they're biking for me. Not just me, I know, but I'm one of the millions of people they are biking for. And my eyes watered, and I felt this intense need to thank the bikers. So I went over and made a donation. The lady taking the donation asked, "Are you participating?" I smiled and thought, sorta, but said, "No, battling," and pointed to my head. I continued to tell her how I was nervous for my bald debut, and my voice cracked when I got to and then I saw you guys. Tears fell and I thanked her. Then I started to go by each biker and thank them. I only made it through half before I was blubbering like an idiot and decided to leave before I traumatized anyone, or the mall police carted me away. Although I got myself under control as I went up the escalator, tears continued to fall all the way to the truck. Tears of gratitude for strangers who may never know how much of an impact they made on me today. Today will stay with me on the rough days. It will stay with me on the good days. But most importantly, it will stay with me through to my healthy days as a reminder what strangers did for me. As a reminder that my time will come to pay it forward. I can't believe it's been just under a year since that blog post. I guess the time has come for me to pay it forward, because here I am, 9 months later, no longer a spectator, but a participant in the very same event I stumbled across my first ball debut. all started on St. Patrick's weekend last year when I found the lump the size of a ping pong ball in my right breast. My doctor sent me for a mammo and ultrasound, which led to a biopsy. I was 35 with a husband, 2 kids under 5, and no family history of breast cancer. For 2 weeks, I was a mess, going through tests and awaiting results. My dad died from pancreatic cancer. It was when I was 2. It was too painful to bear to wonder if my kids would share the same fate. I barely ate, couldn't sleep. I cried a lot. And then my worst fear came true. It was breast cancer, and 2 lymph nodes were also positive. But in that moment, as the doc said the fateful words, breast cancer, while my husband Phil sobbed and my whole world fell apart, a warrior was born. My inner ninja, as I like to call her. I decided I would not give in to despair, no matter what the future had in store for me. The news got worse. I would have to do chemo, 8 brutal rounds, surgery and radiation. I had triple negative, which is a more aggressive form of breast cancer and doesn't respond to hormone treatment. I was also stage 3 out of 4. 6 weeks later, the weekend before chemo started, the ping pong-sized lump had grown to the size of a tangerine, which I could see when I laid down. It was terrifying. I started my first round of chemo April 29th. They told me the most common side effects were nausea, fatigue, no immune system, and pretty much guaranteed hair loss. My hair at the time was 3/4 of the way down my back. I had long hair pretty much my whole life. Now the docs were telling me I'd probably be bald within a few weeks. And they were right. The nausea was every day, all day long, the first few days after chemo. On day 15, my hair started to shed a lot. After 2 showers, I started to dread showering because of the amount of hair I was losing. We camped that weekend, and Phil shaved my head the Monday we got home because showering was just too traumatic by that point. I was relieved at first. No more clumps of hair in my hands in the shower. No more hair all over my pillow in the morning. The Saturday after my second round of chemo, we were supposed to take the kids to see Sharon and Bram. But the second week after chemo was my worst week because my counts were the lowest, meaning I was at higher risk for getting sick. So we made the hard decision that it wasn't a good idea for me to go to the show with so many children, or petri dishes as I saw them. I cried as I watched my kids and hubby drive off without me. I wondered if this was the beginning of a summer of letting my kids down because I was too sick. But as the tears dried, I felt a sense of defiance start to build. Cancer sure as hell wasn't going to control everything moving forward. So I decided to go to the mall. As I walked into the mall alone, I tried to hold my head up high, but all my insecurities rose up and I started to doubt my decision to come. And then I saw all of you. When I got home, I wrote the blog post I read. The team I saw that day is the One Aim Conquer Cancer team, who ride in the Alberta Ride to Conquer Cancer, and they reached out to me after that blog post. They have been with me through every step of my journey since, through the joy of my last chemo, through the devastation of my double mastectomy, through the fear of the infection after surgery, through the 16 rounds of radiation that left my skin burnt and tender. Their encouragement and actions inspired me to do something crazy. I'll close with the blog I wrote about it. October 2014. So with everything going on, I haven't had a chance to talk about officially becoming a member of my beloved One Aim Conquer Cancer cycling team. Yep, cycling team. Me. That is definitely a sentence I never thought I'd write. That's not even the crazy part. People who join One Aim can't join just to cycle. Oh no. You have to sign up to participate in the Ride to Conquer Cancer. Yes, participate. It's an over 200-kilometer bike ride that raises money for the Alberta Cancer Foundation. I've called it before, a bike ride for crazy people. I guess I'm a crazy person now, because I signed up for the 2015 ride in Calgary that takes place in August. So did Phil. The crazy train has left the building. But I met the One Aim team at a very vulnerable point in my journey. When their teammates reached out to me via that blog post, things shifted and my life started down a path even I didn't realize at the time. I've met some absolutely inspiring people on that team. People with hearts of gold who took in a scared little bald woman and supported me in ways that amazed me. One team member, Dennis, did the triathlon and Joe's team in my name. Then Dennis and Cam signed up to do the Run for the Cure on my team before even meeting me. At the 5K run, they paced themselves with me from start to finish. They could do a 5K in their sleep. Matt and Hal put my name on Matt's survivor flag and Hal's riding bib for the Ride to Conquer in 2014. They got a friend for life, that small gesture. I was touched to tears. Many have come to my numerous parties to celebrate the end of each stage of treatment and also my fundraiser. No one thought it strange that a bald mama came to join them on a few occasions at the Last Straw pub after their Tuesday night train rides. Maybe it's because I share a love of Guinness with most of the team. Elaine is a fellow female cancer survivor who has always checked in with me after my rough blog posts. And then there's Nigel. He founded the team. I wouldn't be surprised if somewhere hidden in his closet there's a cape and suit. He's a two-time cancer survivor as well as a cancer researcher. Yet he has this complete, positive, optimistic, passionate drive. Where he leads, people follow. It is impossible to not be charmed by him. He's a little crazy, okay, a lot, but he has a zest for life that is contagious. In some of my darkest moments, it's been a message from Nigel that made it not seem so bad. I could go on and on about every single team member I've been privileged to meet. So really, no matter how crazy it may be, how could I not join this team that has become part of my care team? They helped lift the burden of cancer when it was too heavy to bear. In my mind, they were already my team. We chose a special time to join the team. Phil and I signed up for the ride the week following the Run for the Cure. I had completed my first 5K 2 weeks after my 8th and final chemo treatment. I wanted to celebrate that achievement by committing to my team and upping the ante for 2015 with a 200+ kilometer bike ride. Did I mention that it's over 2 days? So yeah, just like over 100 kilometers a day. Matt's personal story of his battle over leukemia and how he joined the ride a few months past his treatment when his body was still battered and broken inspired me to run the 5K at the Run for the Cure. By joining the Ride to Conquer next August, I hope to inspire someone else on this road, even if I don't own a bike yet. There is life after cancer. I hope the telling of my story will help to raise funds so we reach and hopefully surpass our goal, because I owe my life in part to cancer research. I am part of the 25% who had what they call a complete pathological response to chemo, which for you and I means when they did the pathology of my breast tissue and lymph nodes after surgery, they could find no trace of cancer left because it was obliterated by the type of chemo I was put on. Join us and make a difference. If I can do it, so can you. Register the ride, make a donation. Come ask me or any of my team. We can help you. You can make a difference. Those who so inspired me are now my teammates. I am no longer bald, and I am cancer-free. So here's to surviving and going beyond what we think we're capable of.